Yo, what's good YouTube? I'm Louis Gusto. Welcome to a Let's Play of Yars Revenge for the Atari 2600. We are here at the demo mode, I guess you might say. And in order to start this game, first we have to select which game we want. Now, I did read the manual before starting this because I think more than today, the manuals for video games back in the 80s and 90s mattered a whole lot more. They basically showed you what you needed to do. They explained story and everything like that. So for Atari 2600 games, typically you're able to select the type of game that you want. Not unlike black box NES games where you could select game A or B, but I think you had more selection on the Atari 2600. So as you can see, we have 0 to 7, so that's 8 games for all you computer science wizards out there. We're going to start off with 2, which is the basic game of Yars. 0 and 1 are for kids. That's what the manual says. So we're going to hop right into that first game. We have no points and 4 Yars left. So let's hop into it. This is a space shoot 'em up, as you can see. I am controlling Yar, which is a fly simulator, basically a spaceship that looks like a fly. The object of the game is to destroy the shield that is protecting the co-tile. I need to get it with the Zoran cannon, which is there on the left side of the screen. I want to shoot it over and try to hit the co-tile. I missed that time, but there we go. I won't miss the second time. And that's basically the idea of Yars Revenge. That's 6,337 points and 4 Yars left. Now the energy shield looks a bit different, but the object is to use my energy missiles to deplete the cells of the shield in order to expose the co-tile. That is a destroyer missile that is locked on target on me. May not look like a missile, but let me tell you, it is a missile. And if it touches you, your spaceship will explode or die or whatever. That's the co-tile taking swirl form. You definitely don't want to get hit by that. This has arcade style platform, which means if I fly off the top, I immediately come out the bottom. Okay, so I want to get my Zoran cannon or I gotta look at the manual again. It definitely starts with a Z. And there we go. Ooh, almost. Not quite, huh? Come on. I get this. Or not. So I did a little research on this game before this Let's Play. Oh my god, this is terrible. Just missed it there. Got him. So now we'll move on to, I guess, level 3? There's nothing indicating where I am. I just have a score and a certain number of Yars left, extra lives, as it were. Okay, so you see the co-tile has a shield protecting it. This is the neutral zone right here, this colorful area. I cannot shoot from the neutral zone, but that destroyer missile can't get me either. The only thing that can harm you inside the neutral zone is the swirl. Oh, and you don't want to touch it either when it's before it launches. So in order to excuse me, in order to load up the cannon, you gotta eat one of the cells. And you fire the cannon the same way you fire energy missiles. Now, Yars Revenge is actually a game that I played as a kid because my parents had an Atari 2600 with Yars Revenge and Pac-Man and Combat. And I don't remember what else at the moment, but so I actually played this as a little kid. Pretty cool. Oh, Space Jockey was another game. But this is obviously very outer space themed. It's a simple concept, but it's definitely one of the greatest video games of all time, which you may not have known. It was designed by Howard Scott Warshaw, legendary Atari game designer. It was the first one that he designed after leaving Hewlett-Packard to go to Atari. And I get a little victory sip of my coffee. So that's 32,999. I honestly have no clue how I'm scoring points, what's worth, what's worth what. All I know is, just like many games from this era, your levels repeat over and over again, and they just get more difficult. As you can see, the destroyer missile is moving at a much faster pace, and the Kotal and shield are also moving up and down much faster. Ooh, I just barely missed it there, huh? You can still kill it when it's a swirl, which is nice. But there we go. We got a crescent shield and a moving cell shield. I believe that's all. Oh, what a hit! That makes up for all my misses earlier in the game. Now the destroyer missile is moving hella fast. So, you can hang out in the neutral zone to try to avoid it, but still got to get out of the neutral zone in order to launch that cannon. Whoa, yo. Oh, it got me. It's 54,543. So I can move, I think, slightly faster than the destroyer missile now, so. Oh, gee whiz. It's a smart little missile. Kind of reacts to your every move. You gotta. Gee whiz. I was about to say you gotta use the board to your advantage, but wow. I got off a shot there, but basically you have to move up and down in order to avoid it. Okay, I'm gonna go up and out and then try to. Ooh, I just missed it. Got him. So 57,440. I got 1 yard left. Oh, and it got me. That's it. 58,958. Let's go ahead and hop into another game of Yars Revenge. We'll start from the beginning. This is a special Let's Play. Well, they're all special in their own way, but this one is extra special because it's the very first Atari 2600 game that I am playing on the channel. I did play Pac-Man a little bit to get gameplay footage for a short that I made about Pac-Man, about the Atari 2600 port, which is somewhat infamous. But this is the first actual Let's Play that I'm doing for the channel of an Atari 2600 game. You don't want to load up that cannon too soon because then you can't fire your energy missile to destroy the shield more. So this game was actually pretty revolutionary for its time. As far as I was reading on the Wikipedia page, I'll admit it. It started off as a port of an Atari arcade game, and then Warshaw, I guess, decided that he couldn't make a good port of that game, so They took elements of that gameplay to he took elements of it to develop Yars Revenge. So that's what I was reading. So if that's true, that's a pretty cool story. Pretty unique, I would say. It's a very colorful game. Unlike some of the Atari 2600 games, the sound effects aren't necessarily annoying. Now, are they the greatest space shooting sound effects of all time? Obviously not. But they're pretty cool, and I think they hold up today. I think Yars Revenge is just one of those all-time classics that you have to play if you're a video game fan. You don't necessarily even have to be a retro gaming fan because it is so simple to just pick up and start playing. I'm trying to eat all the cells. Not quite. You kind of have this ominous humming going on. The cannon has a really cool sound effect. Whoa, that came at me fast. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you may get hit by the swirling cotile. So you gotta eat a cell in order to load up the cannon. And you can see my cannon on the left flashing with those beautiful retro style lights. And then once I fire, I gotta get out the way because that cannon can actually hurt me. The box artwork for this game is also quite legendary. You can see that below my face on the video. And of course, in order to control this game, you've got one button. Atari 2600 games are just simple like that. A joystick to move in 4 directions, and one button that fires. More often than not, it fires. You'll find that a lot, maybe most of the old school video games are related to space in some form or fashion. Oh, what a hit! That was a good one. Maybe my best one. I barely destroyed the shield and was able to tag the cotile before it even knew what was happening. Okay, see now the destroyer missile is just absolutely bananas. But again, that's what it was like with these games. Just, they didn't have a lot of memory to work with. That's why you'll see things like palette swaps, and you see there's only 2 variations of the cotile shield. Ooh, I thought I had it for sure though. Whoa. Very narrowly avoided. Destroyer missile there. Whoa. That's all I can say is whoa, whoa, whoa. This thing moves so fast. You really have to be alert at all times once you get past a certain level. As far as I know, there's no way to pause the game. Only you can hop out by hitting the select or reset button. Oh, okay. Well, I made it far enough to where now there's no neutral zone. Well, there it is, huh? There it is. Now I'm all on my own. No neutral zone to help protect me. But we still did it. So the manual for this one is pretty cool because it goes over what everything is called. That's why I was able to, narrate a little bit better. I figured, like, I can't just go into this Let's Play and be like, oh, I'm a spaceship and I'm shooting bullets and there's a red thing there that's protecting that subwoofer. emoji. And a little line that's flashing is chasing me around. No, I had to bring it with the original terms that they came up with for Yars Revenge, that Howard Scott Warshaw came up with. Pretty cool to think that just one person designed the game. It's pretty wild. Oh, and the so there is a variation. Now the shield is purple. All right, and I got my neutral zone back. Holla. I'm happy about that, actually. Believe it or not. Ooh, I just missed it. Just missed it. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly as Cotile. I don't know if it's like Cotil or Quotilly. My best guess, without actually looking up interviews with Warshaw or anybody from Atari, is Cotile. Now we got a purple movable shield. But a big part of my goal for this channel is to really be thorough in playing these retro games. It would be very easy for me to just play Super Mario Brothers over and over again, or you know, like sports titles, stuff that I'm really familiar with, really good at. But I really want to just dive into the catalogs. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it hit me. Whoa. Oh my goodness gracious. That's crazy, yo. Oh no, I ran right into the path of the hurricane. I guess that's what I would have called it had I not known that the official name was Swirl. It's kind of a zesty name for it, but whatever. Yeah. Got him. You can do a little victory flying right there. So we're back to having no neutral zone. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. In any case, I need to... Oh, jeez. Ah, load up the cannon, my friend. Load it up. Cannon. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Fly all around. Okay, no neutral zone. Reminds me of football, right? Neutral zone infraction. How in the world am I supposed to... I basically can get off a couple of shots before I gotta get out of there. But I often talk about in a Let's Play, kind of give a basic sort of review of the game. Now, I would say the controls are responsive. I don't know that you necessarily want to use an Atari 2600 joystick to play this. Of course, that would give you the most authentic experience. But I find that those joysticks kind of hurt my hand after a while. So you could use a joystick like that, or you could use a D-pad, or you could use more of a new style joystick that you would get on like a Switch Pro controller or something. Ooh yeah, lick a shot. And we got the neutral zone back, so that's cool. Use that. Emerge from the neutral zone. No. Oh, that was it. That was it. That was game over. Okay. All right. So we played game 2 for quite a while. So I was looking in the manual. Mode 6 is referred to as Ultimate Yars. So we're going to try that out. Now, the difference between game 6 and game 2 is instead of instantly getting your cannon loaded, locked and loaded, you have to collect what are known as trons. Now you can't see what your tron count is, but according to the manual, true Yars players just have a sixth sense for this type of thing. So I'm loading up on trons now by eating the cells. And now in order to load the cannon, I gotta go to the left side of the screen. Now the cannon is loaded and I can shoot it. I don't know if I have enough Yars. You can collect up to 255 Yars, and if you collect more, you will reset to 0. The manual says because something about the energy gets overloaded, but we all know that that's just a limitation of the integer. I'm sitting here taking advantage of the fact that the destroyer missile is on easy mode right now. That's about as fast as I can shoot. So you can only shoot one energy missile at a time. Okay, alright, I gotta eat up the cells to get trons, touch the left side, and then shoot the cannon. And that's how it's done. Ultimate Yars in the house. This is probably the most well-known, or one of the most well-known Atari games and franchises of all time. So do I have trons left over from, because I touched the left side of the screen and I was able to load up my cannon again. I don't remember if the manual said that your trons carry over from one stage to the next, but I guess they do, because if they're talking about collecting 255, that would probably be impossible in one stage. All right, little ultimate Yars action. Now, when I was a kid, I don't remember playing anything other than the basic mode. So I probably just played the kids mode all the time, game 0, because I don't remember choosing games. I just remember turning it on and finding a way to start and then shooting. I think when we played that game Combat, you have to switch the games because there's so many different modes, but you can't immediately tell that there's a lot. There are different games to choose from here. Load up that cannon again. Wait for the destroyer missile because it's kind of getting on my nerves. There we go. Come over here, little missile. And then we can try to fire it. Ooh. Oh, just barely. Let me eat more cells to load up my trons. There we go. I have enough trons. I think you need 6 or 8, maybe, to load up the cannon. Oh yeah. Got myself a pour over coffee here. I actually just got my pour over maker, and I've been using it for maybe 2 weeks at this point. I'm super hyped because for the longest time I've just been using the drip coffee maker, and so the idea of having a pour over at home, it was a pretty intimidating idea for a long time, but I was already hand grinding my coffee beans. I buy them from a roaster that's local here in Brooklyn. I was already doing that, so really the only other step was to get a water kettle with a gooseneck, I guess, gooseneck kettle. I think that's how they call it. And then really you just gotta wait for the water to get to the right temperature, which doesn't take too long. And then I think you put the paper filter in, pour some water over that in order to get the paper taste out, and stick it to the sides of the glass filter. You put your ground beans in there, give it a little pour, wait 30 seconds, and then pour the rest of the water. Doesn't take too long. I thought it would be a lot more difficult or more tedious, but it really isn't. And the cup of coffee that it makes is just light years beyond what you can get in a drip. I think when you're piloting a ship like Yar, it's important to have a really strong yet clean cup of coffee so you can taste all the notes. This way you're more alert when you're facing off with co-tiles in outer space, you know? So that's just my take on it. Oh boy. Oh, it bounces too. I forgot to mention that because it hadn't happened yet. But yeah, the cannon will bounce off the shield, and then it can come back. It can hurt you anyway, but obviously if it bounces off the shield, you might not expect. Try to load up on more Trons before I load up the cannon. Yes, all right. Ultimate Yar in the house. Flying through space and shooting energy missiles. Landing in the neutral zone. You can't touch me, destroy your missile, cause I'm in that neutral zone. Loading up on Trons and dropping bombs on your moms. Okay. I can't, if I shoot it now, it's gonna for sure bounce back at me. I should not have loaded it up like that so quickly. Ooh, I tried to get it, the swirl. You thought you were gonna get me, missile, but you lost. Well, I think I just temporarily delayed the inevitable. So if you get close, you can shoot more, but then it's a little dangerous because that swirl can get you. Thankfully, it makes a noise, so it kind of warns you. And this shield, because the cells move so fast, you almost just want to shoot and hope for the best. Okay, now it's, I would say it's exposed enough, but I guess I'm out of Trons. Because I wasn't able to load the cannon. Wait, seriously? How am I gonna load this up? There we go. Okay, let's try again. Nope, not even close. Ooh, I just missed it. Load it up again. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, jeez, really? Got I think I have a little bit more time. Okay. No neutral zone. Let me try to get more Trons. Oh. Why does the cannon look different now? Right? I can't shoot. I need to just eat these cells. Ooh, gee whiz. Oh! I lost track of the swirl. Okay. If I can eat these. Nope. Too late. Alright. I think we'll give it one more go on Ultimate Tron. I don't know if there's a way to earn an extra life in this, like, you know, in terms of score. I just played Mario Brothers for the NES, and I know at 20k you get an extra Mario, but I have no idea if that happens here. Let me try to still load up on my Trons while I can do so much easier. So I guess the Ultimate Yars is what you want to play because of the fact that it's a little bit more challenging. There's more depth to that experience. It kind of sucks that you don't see your Tron count even in between stages, that would have been nice, but I'm not gonna fault the game that's 40 plus years old. But I am gonna eat these cells, load up on my Trons, and then try to not miss. Because that's what, if you miss, then you're losing out on Trons. You want to conserve the Trons. That's what I always say. You know, whenever I'm talking with my niece and nephew, I say, hey, you gotta conserve your Trons. You can't just go spending them all willy-nilly. I'm gonna wait for this destroyer missile to come over and then try to nibble on some cells. Again, while it's much easier to do so. There's no time limit here. You can... I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Okay. I'll just continue to eat Trons. You can touch the Kotal as long as it's not swirling. So it's not like Bowser. Or one of the robot masters from Mega Man. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this destroyer missile to come over. Fake them out, go the other way, and okay, I don't want to get too close to the Kotal because if it turns into the swirl, I think it's an insta kill. Let me wait for it again. I really want to line it up so that I'm not wasting missiles. Okay, come on, destroy missile. There we go. Oh, I think it hit the shield, right? I think it hit the shield. That was actually good aim. I want to say that was good aim. I want to believe that I had great aim there. Oh yeah, got him. Getting better at the aiming. Okay, I'll shoot out a couple, but then I will attempt to eat the cells, like I said, in order to get Trons. Hopefully I'm not passing 255, right? Oops. Now I really gotta be good with my aim. Go over here. No theme music. Just the ominous buzz of outer space. The warning siren of the oncoming swirl. The nibbling of shield cells. The firing of the Zolan or Zoran cannon. And the explosion when the cannon makes contact with the Kotal. Doing pretty good here. Still got my neutral zone, so I'm happy. I don't want to load up my cannon yet. Gonna eat a bunch of cells. Oh! It kind of flung me toward the missile. I guess I shouldn't have been so flippant with my ship security. So drop in the comments what other Atari 2600 games you would like to see me play on the channel. Basically, I'm starting with this one, obviously. And then I found a top 100 list from Atari Age forums where I guess the users of the forum voted. And then somebody compiled all the votes and put a top 100 list together. And I figure if there's any place you want to get your Atari game recommendations from, it's Atari Age. So I'll try to work my way through, you know, a good portion of the top 100. I don't know if I'll get to all 100 of those, but you never know. But it is a game that holds up today. I think it's fun to play. Maybe not for hours and hours. Unless you just really love Yars Revenge. or you just really like simple old school games. That was bad. But definitely as a game that you can pick up and play for 10-15 minutes, I think it's perfect for that. If you have this on, if you can get this on your phone, I don't know if Atari offers that, but if you could get it on your phone, that would probably be a cool way to play it on the go. I don't. That was terrible. Trash. All right, can I load up? I don't have enough. How do I not have enough Trons? Did I pass 255? Is that what I did? Or do they just not carry over from stage to stage? I thought they did because I feel like, yeah, see, I was able to load one up there. So what's the deal? What is the deal with collecting Trons? And I didn't mean to do it there. So now I gotta just nibble away. Because I would rather not waste the cannon. Alright. It's just the waiting game now. Attack! Yars, get your revenge. That's too close for comfort. Thankfully, the cannon doesn't hurt you while it's loaded. It's only once you shoot it that it becomes dangerous. Okay, I think that's enough of an opening, but like I said, let me try to load up on my Trons. I don't know how I ran out. Oof, jeez. Load up another. And another. That's what I'm talking about. So how many of these Kotiles are there? Is it just an infinite number of them, or are we supposed to believe that it's the same one regenerating? Or is it like a Super Mario Brothers situation where you've got fake Bowsers at the end of every world? So are these fake Kotiles and there's a real one at level 99? These are questions that I want answered. What's really cool too, another aspect about Yars Revenge that's really cool, and it's the same for many other games from this era, is if you read the manual, there's a whole story that goes into this. And there might have been a comic too, or maybe that's just for other games, but they really went all out to tell you a story. And I think they kind of had to, right, in order to justify people spending their money on this. Okay, and that's a game over, but 77,322 points in Ultimate Yars. And I think it's going to wrap up this playthrough. I appreciate y'all watching this Let's Play of Yars Revenge for the Atari 2600. Please remember to finesse that like button and subscribe to the page for more retro gaming content just like this. And I'll catch y'all on the next playthrough. Peace.